This is week 6 of Monday Meet the Creators. Join me in the video, guys, and we'll see who we've got this week. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Martin. This is Lego Fan UK. This is week 6 of Monday Meet the Creators subscriber Q&A, and this week we have the awesome, the one, the only Solo Brick Builder.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much for this. The invitation for the interview.
We might have some fun questions. I don't know.
I'm dreading them.
It should be fun. Like I say, this is week 6. I can't believe how quick this has gone. It's just absolutely crazy. It's just flown by. Soon be Christmas.
Oh yes, bar humbug and all that. Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got some really good questions. We're going to start off. We'll get straight into it. We might as well. But before we do that, if you haven't seen Solo Builder's channel, or sorry, Brick Builder's channel, there'll be a link in the description. So please check him out after this. Have a quick look, see what he's got. He's got some awesome stuff. I won't say too much because we're probably going to cover it in the Q&A. So what we'll do, we're going to start off. The first question we've got is from Brick Clicker. He has said, what has been your favorite moment on the entire time you have been on YouTube? And he looks forward to this episode.
Oh, hey, what's my favorite? I think probably just interacting with the community. Yeah, I think that's probably like the most enjoyable part I get out of it. You know, I've met some incredible people. I've lost a couple of great people where they've obviously moved on, done other things. But yeah, this is just such an awesome community to be a part of. You know, it's like seeing like London Bridge Bricks, Brick Hive, yourself, Bricking It, and all that kind of stuff. And everyone's so friendly as well, and sharing. And no matter how, like, if you get stuck with mocks, you know, it's like there's someone out there you can speak to as well, and seeing their creations as well. It's just incredible. I can never say that editing videos is really my part. I'm going to go, yeah, let's go do that. Because I don't.
You don't like editing?
No, I can't stand it. I'm not a computer savvy person. So, yeah. As probably a lot of people might know if they actually watch my videos, like, yeah.
The editing is top notch.
Yeah.
Right, so the community thing is absolutely amazing. I do think it's really good. It's strange, isn't it? When you start up, you think, nah, I'm just going to do a few videos and kind of goes from there.
Yeah.
I won't get into too much of that because there may be a question asking about that later. I don't want to get carried away and forget what people are asking.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really good question from Brick Clicker. We're going to move straight to the next one, which is Louis 2x4. He's fairly new, isn't he, to the
yeah, he's fairly to me and to the streaming community.
Yeah, but he's pretty cool, just good things. So his question is, what made you get into YouTube, and what was your favorite part of it? You've covered the favorite part, but what made you get into YouTube?
I think probably. Oh, that's a good question. It was basically I was sitting down one day and just like, you know, I've got all this Lego around, and so obviously watching like Jang Bricks and that kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, he waffles on quite a bit. Don't get me wrong, I love Jang Bricks, but wow, can he waffle on? I was like, you know what, I'm going to do my own kind of like style on it, but make it shorter and just try and see. I was like, get hold of Saturn V Rocket. He's went on for about 45 minutes. Right, I'm going to review it for like 10 minutes. Keep it short, sharp, and sweet. And then obviously speaking with Mrs., and I don't think she really kind of anticipated on how big the collection was ever going to get, but there we are. But yeah, that's pretty much where it all started from, all kind of stemmed from, to be honest. Yeah.
Would you say that YouTubers doing this has actually made you get more Lego?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Oh yes, I mean, because there's certain sets that I would never have bought. Probably like something like the mosaics. I probably would look at it and go, nah, not for me. I've been a big Lego collector all my life, but there's certain things I would have gone, yeah. I mean, it's even like I say the Christmas sets, that's hers. But yeah, I was very picky on what I get, but now I just got to go, yeah, I'll take all of that. And it's even like the Overwatch sets as well. Not in a million years would I've ever bought those, but I bought the entire wave virtually. And and that's where it's all kind of stemmed from. And now people are starting to affect my brain now, kind of going, oh, you gotta get the buildings now and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Don't do it. too much money. There's so much you can get them in. It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
But yeah, that's another awesome question. We're going to move on to the next one. This is from Brixworth. He's fairly new as well. Really cool guy, and he's asking, how many Technic cranes do you own? And would you ever buy lots of the same to make one super crane?
Oh, that's a good one. No. So that second part of that question, absolutely not. I own 3 cranes. I own the little what do you call it? Remote crane. Then you got the boom crane, and then this off-road crane, with all the electrical functions in it. Which is, after building that, I am never building a crane like that. Yeah, no. To probably, no, not in a million years. I would love to try and make it like a triplex boom, where you got a boom inside a boom inside a boom. But looking how that one came together, no, I'm happy with the way that turned out, and I'm not going any further with that because it's nightmare.
Is it mainly just loads of pins then, like literally?
Pins with little plates, pins and little plates. And then you got the gearing, then you got the string, and then you got the pistons that goes on the inside of them. You look at it, you look at like the boom, how simple can that be? But it's like you've got to get the gears right, and it's got to be sequential with that, because otherwise, it'll be all over the place otherwise. So, I'm going to stick with the simplicity of that one and leave it there.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to add another question into that. There's Eileen Park has asked a question to do with the cranes. I don't know if you've got an obsession, but she's asking, what is your obsession with cranes and where's it come from?
I think, well, it's not so much a recession with cranes. I was just lucky to. I love Technic, and I saw these come up on a good deal on Amazon when they done their Amazon Prime Day deal. So I was like, I'll get those two, and then I saw the off-road crane come up on a deal. I was like, well, and I'm a little bit of a completionist as well, so I'm like, well, let's have all 3 of them. Yeah, let's go for it. I wouldn't really call it an obsession for cranes, but I worked in the construction industry, and I seeing in there like how tall they can become and how they operate and all that great stuff. So there is a little bit of it there, but an obsession with cranes, but nothing too big that's going to make me, if Lego brings out another crane next week, I'm going to be knocking someone out to get in front of the queue to get it.
Are you going to buy any more of the other ones like that Liebherr, whatever it's called, the big truck?
I like the look of it. But I'm more excited for what Lego's pumping out next year, because as you know, I'm a more mechanical minded person. So when they're bringing out the cars next year,
good one.
Yeah,
but I love that sort of question, because obviously your crane thing, the shorts that you done went a bit mental, didn't it? And you got
I was starting to hair. I was starting to go grey over it. It was that was a very stressful build, very, very stressful build. And as we very well know, seeing someone else that built a crane, you kind of look away for like 5 seconds and you've messed up, and you don't know it until you get to the end of it. The wonderful world of Technic. You've got to concentrate. And I don't have that.
I'm going to cut this bit out because the dog's having a drink.
Have a nice little drink.
Are you thirsty? I might leave it in just so people can hear it.
Yeah.
She came wandering in and she was all like, laid down. And then she's like, I'm going to get a drink. Are you still drinking? It's like,
I'm thirsty.
An hour later. We're still here. We'll just wait for the dog to finish drinking.
This is only supposed to be a 5-minute thing.
Yeah. Right, she's finished now, I think. Right, finished, yeah. I don't be like that. Bless her, right? Go lay in your bed, come on. Good girl. Oh, she's under the table now. Crazy dog. Right, we'll get back into it. They do say don't work with children and animals, don't they?
Highly recommended.
Right, so we'll go on to the next question. Next one we've got is from Corey from A&A Hobbies. He's saying, if a stampede of buffalo come through your Lego collection, what 3 sets to save, what ones would you save?
Slave 1. That'd be the first one. My Saturn V rocket. I love that set. That's an awesome one. And probably my gunship.
Yeah.
I love that set. Yeah. My Clone Wars gunship. That'd be my 3 ones, but my Slave 1 preferably.
It's a very desirable set, the gunship as well, isn't it?
Gunships are seen to be one of these kind of things. As soon as Lego pumps them out, everyone buys them, and then they discontinue them, and off they go. Climb the ladder off. Empty wallet town.
Yeah, that's 3 good sets as well. At least when you carry them, you can get the rocket underneath your arm.
Exactly, yeah.
You can get that one out, and then the gunship, is that the one with the handle? Is that the...
No,
that's
no, the gunship doesn't have a handle, no, as I found out twice.
Yeah.
Picked it up and it just disintegrated. I was like, well, that's that then. I'll rebuild that later on. Yeah, I'll be a bit worried about for the Slave One as well, because you hold that in the wrong place, and next thing you know, it's all kind of evaporated as well.
Yeah.
Oof.
But you got a daughter in you, so you can just load her up.
Exactly. Yeah.
On the back. But go.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, and then she falls over.
But no, that's a good question as well. We've got one from Brickman179, and he's saying, what story with regards to your van as a logo?
So the story was my van. For what? There's probably 3 reasons I probably could come up with it now. One, I'm always in my van. I drive around in my van every day. I build Lego in my van. I've also done vlogs where you see 90% of the time I'm always in my van. 2, I wanted to also try and go somewhere a little bit different, because obviously people got like their sig figs, or like they got their logo, the actual thing. And I thought, and it's always like Lego related. So I thought, well, I'm always in a van. Let's create a logo round a van. And don't get me wrong, I would love to make it into like a Lego van, but I don't think they make transit logos yet. Any mop makers out there, make me a transit logo. So yeah, that's pretty much the story behind it. You know, it's I just wanted to just go a little bit somewhere different with it. And yeah, anyone ever asked me, because I'm always in a van, put the 2 and 2 together.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like that.
It does.
Amazing points. Yeah, that's that way, isn't it? That's what I like. It's, you know, as soon as you see your one, you know it's you, because it's got the van with the little splat sort of symbol on it.
That's right. Yeah. Took all of 20 minutes to
make. But I say quite good. Some of the good ones are, you know, just sort of pop there, don't they? And they
I think sometimes you just add a bit of colour to it, you know, no matter what it looks like, just add a bit of colour to it. Yeah, I mean, generally when you're in the chat, it's only about that big, isn't it? So
yeah, you get used to it, don't you, as well? So when you see someone in chat, you're like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
And when they change it, like,
who the hell are you?
Tease, bless her, she every time it's like, that's a different one again.
Yeah.
But no, it's really good. Right, so our next question we got is from Our Lego Life. Their question is, what is your favourite build so far that you've done on your channel?
On my channel, good. I'm gonna have. Oh God. Now I'm really pushing my brain back. I'm probably gonna have to say the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, or the Barracuda Bay set.
Yeah.
That was such a nice set to build, and also being a 2-in-1 set, it was just good, you know. And it kind of also marked the end of like me building solo on my stream as well. Well, not mark the end, but I mean, I obviously could go back to it. But it just looks great. You know, I've still got it as the pirate ship, but I want to turn it back into the bay at some point. But it was just great. You know, it was nothing complicated about it. It was just, it was just fun, and it looks great on a shelf. And if you're a kid, you've got plenty of playability there as well. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one.
So I've never owned that set, but I've heard it's really good.
It is good. It is definitely good. And the minifigures in it are absolutely amazing as well. And I've seen other people as well. They've got the old pirate ship as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, Lego's come a long, long way since that first one. It really shows. But it's great. I mean, I'm looking at it now over there, and it's got such a presence as well. I mean, it's big. You don't realize how big that ship is until you put it all together, because the mast is so tall as well. It touches my ceiling where it's on top of the shelf. It's great. I've got kind of like glass cabinets like you, so it's up quite high.
That's not a problem though, isn't it? When you buy your Lego stuff, you kind of think, well, where's it going to go?
Yeah, especially when you got that built as a bay. It's like, because it's the format of it so big. When I finished building it, I was like, right.
I'm gonna put that.
Looking around, like, I don't want to put that in the loft, but the rest of it is in the loft, unfortunately. But the ship stays down here. I love it.
That's cool. Yeah, good set. Good question again from Our Lego Life. Right, the next one we're going to move on to is Brick Star Wars Boy 10. He said, what's your favourite set, UCS and non-UCS set?
Again, that's very simple for me. As we go back to what set would I save, would be the Slave One for UCS set by a country mile. I love that set. As a non-UCS set, just trying to think off the top of my head now, I'm probably gonna have to go with the 8080, the 2020 8080.
Yeah,
that was great. That was really, really great. I mean, it was a fun build. And it looks good as well, and it's really accurate as well if you want to go down the accuracy route as well. But I just love the look of it, and it's solid. it's absolutely solid. I think it's probably about as close to a Lego set as you can get to be. Like, you could push it over and nothing's going to fall off it for like a kid. You know, if you want to play with it, falls over. Oh well, the gun turret's come off. Pop that back on. Off we go. But as a collector myself, put it up on the shelf and he's like, just look at it. It's like, yes, that's cool. That is really, really cool set. So I put them next to, and it's tall. It's really tall as well. So it's got the presence of, yeah, it'll dominate everything there as well. So love it. Love it.
I haven't got that. I'm not too into Star Wars just because I don't want to branch out from everything else. Because that's where they get you. I've got to pick my battles and.
Amen to that. Amen to that, man. I can't recommend Star Wars because everything's really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't get that many. I'll get a few bits here and there. Yeah. So that is a good answer for that question. Absolutely amazing set. We're going to move on to the next one, which is Lego Dad UK. He said, "Why did you choose the name Solo? Do you like Star Wars or do you like being on your own?"
At the beginning, it was because I was on my own. So that's, I mean, because a lot of people have come, like said, have I started Solo up as because it's a reference to Solo, Han Solo, but because obviously I'm a Star Wars collector as well. And no, and it goes back to the previous questions because I was always on my van. In my van, I'm on my own. I'm a loner. So that's ultimately where it comes from. That's where the name comes from. And yeah, I'm predominantly a Star Wars collector, but I do collect other things here and everywhere. But yeah, that's pretty much where the name stems from.
Yeah, works both ways, then, doesn't it? Really, so you can say because I'm a Star Wars fan, but because I.
Yeah, I mean, I could change that. I could quite actually change the story halfway down when I actually forget how I started. If I still keep doing this in like 10, 15. I'm love Han Solo.
You could change your sig fig thing, have like the front of a van with Han Solo in it.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I have to have a look at something like that.
I might have to have a little look around now. I like that.
Yeah, so you could do. Then be like, that's why. But that's quite a good question because I've never asked you that before, and it's quite nice to see why you called yourself something, which is good because everyone has different reasons, and that's a really good reason. We're going to move on to the next one, which is from Jazz at Bricks Toys. Good old Jazz. And he's asking, if you could build any mock, what theme would you build?
Well, I think at the moment what I'm doing I am planning a mock of sorts. So my one's going to be kind of like a mixture of Star Wars and Hidden Sides. They're probably the two main ones I want to kind of clash together because I think because Hidden Sides kind of got that little sci-fi kind of thing going on with it. Well, ghostly part to it, and I think it'll fit really well in with like the dirty Imperial side of things as well. So I want to try and mash those two kind of together to kind of create something a little bit unique. In my mind's eye, probably won't look anything like that, but that's what I'm hoping for. That's the plan.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? You think about something, you think, "Oh, I'm going to do this; it's going to look absolutely amazing." And you put together, what is that?
Right. I'm not showing anyone that. That can go in the bin, and we will try to delete that off my YouTube channel and forget about it altogether. But,
so have you done many mocks then, or?
No, I haven't. I haven't really done any mocks. I've experimented behind the scenes. We have been doing some experiments. We did start doing stuff, little bits and bobs, but then obviously we were thinking about moving, so we kind of put that on hold. But now obviously everything's been delayed, so we're starting to like maybe try and do something a little bit on a smaller form factor, and hopefully when we move, we can try and blow it up to make it much bigger. But I've never shown anyone else what I've built because I'm not happy with it. I mean, I think that's always the problem, isn't it? You are never going to be happy with what you make, but other people on the phone go, that's amazing. But I would know, they say, no, that's rubbish.
So is that why you made the Are You Mocking Me challenge?
Pretty much, yeah, because I want to steal other people's ideas as well. But
you're not nicking my booby mechs, you're staying there.
I want your male mech as well. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, I think in regards to mocks, I mean, obviously I haven't put myself in that position yet, but I'm trying to get people that haven't really done mocks but want to get into mocks. Like Jazz himself, he's as much as he's built stuff in the background there, but trying to build it on a time limit to come out with something what you have. And especially for people who's never done one before, and then actually coming out thinking, wow, I won something. Let's see if I can go on. Hopefully it gives people the creative juices to kind of take that next step. I should really put myself underneath that pressure, but I'm not going to yet. I'm not ready
Season
yet.
2, yeah.
Season two, yeah. Season 1's coming to an end, so season 2, here we go.
But that's a good question from Jazz. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love that. Next one we got is from Cabbage Face Lego, and he's asking, it's not as bad as you think.
Oh,
he knows. I think he's just being sarcastic. He's like, have you ever dropped a Lego set?
no, never in my life.
Right, next question.
I've probably dropped near enough 40% of my Lego sets. Some that's obviously unfortunately made it into one of my videos and at the suffered on myself. Some of them have been live on streams, and other ones is just because I've just been an idiot walking around with it and it's just kind of snapped, or I picked up in the wrong place and it's fallen apart. Yeah, I've dropped quite a few. Lucky enough, some of the most embarrassing ones have never been caught on camera, so I can get away with that one. But unfortunately, the other ones have.
You've done a few reviews with drop tests, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's from you dropping stuff.
The 8080 one, when I'd done that one, I as I said at the beginning of the video, I was going to do a drop test, but the one that ended up in the video wasn't supposed to be. That wasn't actually meant to be it. It just kind of just fell over. And I thought, well, instead of me actually dropping it from a height and going like that, this is actually how it's probably going to go in real life. So I just thought, yeah, go for it. And obviously, like the way it all went, it was just like, wow, let's leave it. Let's leave it as it is. And but unfortunately, the other videos that I have done, it's like the Razor Crest. Yeah, I've thrown that thing around and just bits and bobs come of it. One part doesn't seem to stick down anymore, so I might have actually maybe something's actually got Digitalogic inside there. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's also quite nice as well, because obviously, it's not only adults that are watching my videos, it's also kids as well, and they're probably looking at it like, wow, how good is that? How strong is that actually going to be? And then obviously you hope like their parents might look at it and go, yeah, that's actually pretty solid. I mean, obviously if it evaporates on the table, then you think it's not as strong as it is. Yeah. But I don't obviously do that with all sets. Like the mosaics, you ain't going to see me dropping that. Or like the helmets, they won't be done. But like something like a ship or like the 8080 or something like that would be a toy, I might be a bit more rougher with it than what I would be with something else. Yeah,
definitely. Good question. Actually, I thought Cabbage Face, he knows you do the drop tests and that. So I think
yeah, he does.
That's quite a good question. I think we've still got quite a few more. We've got about 4 more, I think, or 3.
Okay.
We've still got a few more. Next one is from Shadow Wolf, and he's asking, if you were forced to change the colour of your van, what colour would you change it to?
Oh, bloody hell, that's a question. I would probably say red and black. I'm going to pick 2 colours. Yeah, red and black.
A-Team.
Yeah, something like the 80s, or I'm just the face of Darth Maul. Yeah, yeah, anything like I mean, 80, man, such an iconic van though as well, isn't it? So yeah, red and black, and plus it's an easy colour to clean as well.
Yeah, good choice. Cool. So that's that one. Nice quick question. I like those questions.
Yeah.
Next one's from Mr. Berry's Toys. He says, how many Lego sets do you own? We've already had the favourite set, so roughly how many do you own? You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
I would probably really ashamed to actually say how much I actually own, and to try and think off the top of my head, it's way in the hundreds, way in the hundreds. Yeah, I can't really answer that one because I've never counted. I've just bought, built, shoved. That's about it. But there's also stuff in the cupboard as well that's never been built. It's like the Batmobile sitting over there still in the corner waiting to be put in the cupboard, all built. So we're going to say hundreds of hundreds, but that's about as much as I could say.
You find that you go into like your wardrobe and you go to get some clothes out and you're like, oh, there's a move out of the way.
Every damn time. Yeah, I've got the so in my clothes cupboard, the Tower Bridge is in there, and also the Stranger Things set and a couple of other little sets that's sitting up there. So every time I go, like, let's put this shirt on today. Oh no, it's box has fallen over. Or, or I've stood on. One of the little box has fallen down, and I've stood on it. I was like, ugh. Yeah, it's every crevice has got the Lego stuff.
That's good. You're going to find out when you move, though, aren't you? That's when you'll find out how much you got, and you're going to look at it and go, you're going to go, wow, look at all that. You're going to go, Why have I got so much in it?
I think probably what's going to come down to is like I could have actually got myself a bigger house with the money that I have spent on everything here.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah, but oh well, I would have been bored otherwise if I didn't have anything to do.
No, that's it. Yeah, if you're watching TV, just going. Like I say, you wouldn't have done what you've done. You wouldn't, community. You wouldn't be able to speak to people. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't
No,
speak to you now.
exactly.
That's a good one. We've got 2 more questions,
Okay.
and the next one is from Open Build Repeat, and he says, "What movie would you like to see Lego create a set out of?"
A set out of. Oh, God, Bennett. I think probably go back to the Pirates of Barracuda one. I think that'll make a nice because the way it's all set up, the way it's all built. I think for one, it's brilliant for stop motion people because obviously you got the scenery already pretty much done. You just need the backdrop, and also building the ship out of it. If you had 2 of them, you got the ship and the pirate ship as well. I think that could make a really nice little movie, The Hunt for the Treasure. Yeah.
Be quite good. And if you had to make a set from a pre-existing movie, so like Alien, something like that, would you choose one? What would you choose for that?
What to actually put a set
to actually be an actual Lego set, yeah, from a movie.
I see. Sorry, I've completely misread the question.
That's right. No, that's we've answered both really. That's quite good.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm a big Battlestar Galactica fan, big one. So I would love to see something like the Battlestar Galactica made, or Pegasus, or a Viper, or a Raider. I would love to see anything like that. But then I could also go with Star Trek. I would love to, but I know they wouldn't make ships that big. That's the problem. But I would love to see something like that. I mean, I would love to say Halo, but Mega Constructors already got that. So
I know, haven't they?
I know.
What about that? Have you seen the helmet they've done? It looks like the Lego helmets.
They're great. It's great.
They've done a Master Chief one, and I was like,
yeah, it looks really, really good. And the one I'm looking at the moment is the UNSC Infinity, which is about the same size as the Star Destroyer, the Super Star Destroyer UCS one. That looks so good. So good.
Really expensive.
Super expensive. Super expensive. Really it's probably about £300 less than the Super Star Destroyer. But God, it's great. So, but yeah, Battlestar Galactica or Star Trek, but mostly Battlestar. And probably half the people who watch this video, what the hell's Battlestar? Check it out. It's great.
I'm sure it didn't have like a weird cyborg thing.
You had the Cylon. Yeah. Upright. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, if you watch the 2007 TV miniseries ones that they've done, I think a lot of people call it like I can't remember the name of the TV show, but they compare it to a lot of Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. What was I calling it?
So that was it 7 of 9? The lady 7 of 9. Is that from that?
No, that's Star Trek.
Oh,
Star Trek. Yeah, she was like half four. Yeah.
No idea. Yeah. That's how much I watch that. But that's a good answer to a good question. We've got the last one. This is our last one. This is from the Brickbat. It said, if you could do something which isn't Lego, what would you do?
I probably, and it still tempts me now, collect all the lightsabers from Hasbro and FX Master Collectors. I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. That would probably be about the only thing that would stop me from like continuing passion with Lego. Because I mean, the amount that they've made, I think they must have near enough 80% of the Star Wars lightsabers now. But I mean, I would have to remortgage my house probably about 15 times to collect them all. So, and probably even then I'll be missing a couple.
Yeah. Were they like £200 each? Maybe a bit more?
So they've just recently released Darth Revan and so Darth Revan's about £200 and Darth Sidious is about £250. But then you can get Darth Vader's one, so it's now retired. That can fetch anywhere from 500 to 1,000. And then you got something like really obscure, like Count Dooku's lightsaber, which the hilt detaches as well, so you can take the blade out, and that goes up. That can go anywhere from like 2,000. Yeah, it's mad money. And it's the same with Darth Maul's one as well, because it comes in 2 halves. You have to buy 2 halves to get the full double bladed. People are selling that for thousands. So yeah, It really is madness. But
Yeah. So stick
that'll
with
be
stick with Lego. It's a little bit cheaper.
very much so. Yes, you think Lego's expensive? Look into lightsabers. Believe me.
But no, that's a good answer. That's the last question we've got. It's been absolutely brilliant. Half an hour, so it's not too bad. So try and keep it to about half an hour, which is good. Yeah, been some really cool questions. Anyway, thank you for coming on to the channel, Silo. Really good to have you on.
Thank you very much for bringing me on, and I was glad the questions went to. They were actually pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah.
Really good.
The guys have asked us some awesome questions. We didn't get your favorite color, so I might ask that question. What's your favorite color?
Yeah. What's my favorite color? Red.
Red and black.
Red and black. Simple. Yeah.
But that's been really good having you on. Again, guys, just if you want to go check out Solo's channel, the link is in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Don't forget also subscribe to the channels if you haven't. Take care, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.